free ships come sailing in on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I saw free ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. Good evening and welcome to the Magic Forest. Look at it. Oh, there's my hat. Henry's Henry. Oh, so I can lie here. Henry's Henry. And the Henry. Oh, Henry can go on his little map. Look at it. Merry Christmas. We are in Ninbin Valley Homestay. It's just one of the best places I've ever been in my life. And I was so excited to come back. And walking 123 kilometers to get here just made it so good. That's when you get your cash back on your potential energy. But I mean, you don't ever underestimate walking a marathon, even if you haven't got a bag. It's still a marathon. But there was such a spring in our step. There was only, and there was a spring in Henry's step. Like that's the thing with when you're walking with a dog, as opposed to walking with my son or something. You can't say it's only 10 more kilometers. But I do think that like Henry is so responsive to my energy. Oh, baby. That he does seem to understand. And then hammocks are quite hard to get out of. This is a good chair though. Very good chair. And that hammock's quite good for sunrise. I stayed up all night watching them, waiting for my view because we got here at dark. Just waiting for my view to appear because I knew it so well. I know it so well because I sat here for like 8 days the last time I came here. And I just booked for one night, and then every day I was like, I'll just stay one more night. I stayed here for 8 days, and then they said we're fully booked tomorrow. Okay, well I better go because I was supposed to be travelling around Vietnam. But that is why no plan is the best plan. Sometimes, like obviously, like some shit needs to be planned, but no plan is such a good plan. Like just I think the first time I even looked at the Google Maps was just like I'd glanced at it because I knew it was due south. I just looked at the due south, easy. You could do it just like you wouldn't even need a compass. Actually, you did need a compass in the end. But you just like you due south. You can see from the shadows. Just looking at the shadows all day, you could tell exactly where is due south. So you didn't ever need to think I'm going to get lost. As long as I'm walking south, it'll be fine. But we did use the Google Maps because, I use it as a map because it always tells you to go the wrong way. But I love maps, and Google Maps is a map. And so I use it more as a map rather than a navigational tool. I wish I had some paper maps, actually. Damn it. That was one thing that I really wished that I did. Because I'd thought about it, and I'd thought about who to ask and that, but then, I don't know, time got the better of me. But paper maps would have been bad. But then actually, because around here the Google Maps is wrong. There's roads across lakes that don't even exist, and you're on the edge of a lake. Where's the road? And the last bit was brutal. This place has changed so much in 6 years. There's because I thought I'd recognise it, but over there's just massive, almost like a kind of Ibiza nightclub thing going on. And I was like, I hope we cannot hear that. But then as I walked past, it was playing house music, and I was like, there's house music. So I decided to just go to the party. I'm no, finish the walk, maybe go to the party later. Leave Henry in bed with some dinner in his belly, and then look at Henry. Oh, look at him. Tired boy. But like I say, Henry knew we were going to... He was so happy last night when I got here because I was so happy. So because I was so happy, he was so happy. I think he knew that he must have reached the end of the adventure. And now he can just lie around all day and do nothing. And you don't feel guilty about it. Because if 4 days of hard labour equals 4 days of doing fuck all. And the guy here, the Lao Ban, the two, I can't remember the Vietnamese for it. Oh no, I don't. I didn't write it down. The boss. He's just such a dude. Just so much love for him. And I had so much love for him before, when I came before, and I spoke no Vietnamese then, really, or just some funny words. And we would just sit and, just drink, and we didn't need language 6 years ago. We had zero language 6 years ago. And now I've got a bit enough to be able to contribute. But we still don't need language because, we just sit there and laughing. Doesn't matter. He's just such a good boy. And so it's just such a handsome, big smile. Such a beautiful smile. And he's got beautiful children. And they run the place. It's just, this homestay is just done so well. And they didn't ruin it. A lot of homestays that I was staying in 6 years ago are now 5-star hotels, and they've lost all their homestay charm. Homestay is a word. But it is a word in Vietnamese. But a lot of Westerners don't actually know what it means. This is not a cigarette. Oh. But it's just so nice. Oh. My legs are so tired. I'm just like, just lie over there for a bit. It's such a good Christmas day. And just the people over there are so cute. Like you could die. And I know them. It's such a good Christmas day. And I went swimming. They got a swimming pool over there. And they didn't have a swimming pool last time. I mean, this place, like, they've expanded it in that direction. But this area is just exactly the same as the old homestay. And then they've got some new chalets and, like, I didn't recognise it at all. And they've got all lights coming down the path and, like, I'm like, this is like a magic forest. But it was so beautiful. Like, you just go through these two granite pillars like a Lord of the Rings gateway into the fairies' kingdom. And the sun was setting, and then like we just had 10 kilometers to go, and the sun over a rice field with a farmer in a Vietnamese hat moving some cows along. And we're just like, okay, now it's time to smoke a joint and just enjoy the last 10 kilometers because you've made it. And so I sat there, and Henry went for a swim because Henry loves dirty puddles. So I let him off the lead and he had a swim or a roll about in the mud. He just loves muddy lakes. Puddles. He's scared of water, but like puddles, he's just like, yeah, it's so shallow. I can roll about in it. So Henry had a puddle and I had a joint, and then we walked the last 10 kilometers, and it was it was like really magical. But then suddenly the last bit, like, you go back onto this road, and it was just so busy, and like I was like, I'm sure it's not what it's like because all the roads is changed and it's so busy because there's more places. So it wasn't a place I recognised. This is exactly the same as it's been for 24 million years. And then just, yeah, coming down the driveway, it's just so happy to get here. And then had a few beers. But like I was so, I was so manic and excited and happy to be here. And then had a shower, really nice hot shower. Like, it's just such, they care about the important things, like having a hot shower. It's just done so well. And the architecture is so simple, but they use bamboo. And then, they use bamboo instead of wood, which is such a good idea. And I said to them, is it? I was so happy because it's exactly the same as it was before. And he was like, well, it's not exactly the same because all the bamboo is new. So we just did it exactly the same as it was before. So bamboo is the thing, because all you then need is steel. That, and say if you go to one place and you sell up or whatever, you can take your steel with you, wood is so expensive anyway, any wood, because wood lasts for a long time. But bamboo, you just replace it or go somewhere else, and you just take your steel. Oh yeah, so then had a hot shower, put a shirt on, and came back and had dinner with the family, or like the grandma and the boy, the cute boy who's the English speaking guy. And I spoke English to him yesterday. I was like, oh my god, I haven't spoken English for like 4 days. I met so many beautiful people on the road, but like none that spoke English. Oh, bugger. Oh, look. See, that's why this is so good. Because you can just have a little Henry over here, and a little Albert over here, and a little lake over here, a little mountain over there, and a little bay over there. Like in A Country Boy is Chai Kuei. And so, like, me and the Lao Ban, the owner, he are just like Chai Kuei, which means country boy, or in Devon we just say a bay. Like, he's a country boy, he's a bay, he's a fucking bay. Which just means like a good bay. Well, bay can mean many things, like, but generally it just means boy. But he's a fucking bay. It's a bay outside. This is a 17-minute video, but it's a Christmas special. Oh, and I've sent a boy to get some wine on his scooter. Wine, cigarettes, and dog biscuits. So I was like, that's all we need for Christmas. And there seems like there's some good people. Oh, I met a beautiful couple last night who are here tonight. And there's another couple that just come through, but I just said hello, but haven't spoken to yet. But they seem like young and fun. So I think Christmas is excellent. And being alone at Christmas is not a thing, because there's always beautiful people anywhere you go. You've just got to, just feel for their energy, really. And Henry is an ambassador of why you should love dogs in Vietnam. He's just such a gentleman. He's just such a gentleman. Like, I just try to say to people, he's scared of butterfly. Anything bigger than a butterfly, he's afraid of. And I thought I might toughen him up, but he's just no. But he's a tough boy. He is a tough boy, and he would follow me anyway to the grave. He would, yeah. So he's what you need as a long distance walking companion. And walking is different from hiking, because that's not hiking, that is road walking. And there's such a huge difference, like psychologically, everything. But both have different buzzes. Because sometimes it's easier just to go okay, we could just smash, 6 kilometers down this road, straight road, busy road like the highway, and then we would, get ahead of ourselves a little bit. It's a bit like having a ladder if you're on Snakes and Ladders. But so sometimes you just bash it out and you just dig deep and get a really good pace on a road and just get it done. And then it saves you time later. Well, I don't know. It doesn't. No, it doesn't save you any time, because even when we'd done 37 kilometers, we were like, let's just. It says this is the scenic, the scenic route round the river. Like, okay, yeah, just I will do 5 extra K for more beautiful, but I've walked a long way today, so and definitely went the best way. And I only got a little bit lost at the end because I trusted the stupid Google Maps. And then I looking at my compass, and my compass was saying no. And so I realised that the Google Maps has jibbed out, like it's lost data, connectivity, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I'm in the right place to find the fairies. Because fairies live where there is no signal, no Wi-Fi data. So I thought I was in the right place. Anyway, that's too long for a Christmas special. But yeah, happy Christmas. And Christmas is simply, the thing I love about Christmas is that it is just about love with your family more than anything, That's what Christmas is, and any celebration of love is worth fulfilling. Look at it, Henry, so beautiful and so handsome. Okay, love you, and see you in probably this same magic forest. Bye bye.